One Punch Man isn't like other action anime. It's not necessarily about who's the strongest, it's about playing around with the tropes and ridiculousness of the shonen anime genre. That being said, we just couldn't resist analyzing all the skills, powers, and fights of the series' strongest characters to see who comes out on top. Of course, it's a bit difficult to fully analyze some characters due to them being vaporized by Saitama's punches, but we'll do our best. Bringing up the bottom of our ranking is the youngest member of the Hero Association, Child Emperor. Despite being an S-rank hero, Child Emperor doesn't look like much, since he's, a 10-year-old kid. But don't let his appearance or age fool ya. This schoolboy is actually one of the world's smartest people, his genius intelligence and inventions making him one of the strongest heroes in all of One Punch Man. While in battle, Child Emperor utilizes an arsenal of gadgets and weapons of his own creation. Additionally, he's a master strategist and has his full mech suit for special situations. However, despite all his gadgetry and intelligence, Child Emperor is mostly a normal kid, meaning that if he were to face someone with the ability to shut down technology, he'd have to rely on his physical abilities. While he is impressive and borderline superhuman, he doesn't stack up against other heroes, earning him the bottom spot in our ranking. Next up, we have Atomic Samurai. This awesome character was a bit tough to rank, since while he's incredibly powerful and could likely level a skyscraper, his powers and strengths are very specific. You see, Atomic Samurai is powerful, but only as a sword fighter. He has immense strength and skill, but it's very specific to fighting with a sword. Besides his great strength, speed, and master skills, the character doesn't have much going on. That might sound like we're being hypercritical, but remember, the world of One Punch Man is full of demigod-like heroes who are capable of much more than Atomic Samurai. As cool as the character and his hero name are, Atomic Samurai unfortunately only comes in at number 19 in our ranking. The first villain in our rankings is none other than Mosquito Girl, a mutant with some unique and powerful abilities. Mosquito Girl is an artificially made mutant by Dr. Jenos, the first of her kind that Saitama and Jenos encountered. As her name implies, Mosquito Girl is a human-mosquito hybrid of sorts that has great strength, durability, and a whole mess of other abilities. Her exoskeleton makes her incredibly durable. She has super strength, she can fly using her giant mosquito wings, she can command and control swarms of mosquitoes, and she's fast enough to dodge laser blast from Jenos. Sounds pretty powerful, right? Especially considering the fact that she gets stronger when she drinks blood and transforms. While this is true, and Mosquito Girl was strong enough to give Jenos a run for his money, in the larger scale of things, this villainess only comes in at number 18. Being a powerful hero isn't all about being super strong or having other impressive and useful superpowers. Sometimes it's just about having grit and determination, two things that S-Class hero Metal Bat has in spades. You see, Metal Bat's powers aren't exactly super strength, speed, or durability. They're more like fighting spirit. Basically, this means the longer a fight goes on, the stronger Metal Bat becomes. His fighting spirit also allows him to continue fighting even when he's low on blood and on the verge of death, allowing him to break all of his limits. That said, Metal Bat's strength relies on a fight being drawn out, so if he faces an opponent who can take him out within minutes, he doesn't stand a chance, earning him the number 17 spot on our rankings. You gotta hand it to the creator of One Punch Man. One, since the dude knows how to give his characters awesome names that are also sort of bonkers at the same time. A prime example of this is S-Class hero Zombie Man. The origin of this name comes from the character's unparalleled regenerative abilities, meaning he can't die. He walks around undead and unable to be killed, a zombie who's still a man. Cool naming aside, Zombie Man's regenerative abilities are easily the strongest in the entire series. On top of this, Zombie Man also has nearly unlimited stamina and endurance, allowing him to never tire during a fight. This, combined with his ability to regenerate himself, makes him both essentially immortal and unstoppable in many regards. All of these things earning him the number 16 spot in our rankings. If there's any character in the One Punch Man universe that's similar to Iron Man, it's undoubtedly Metal Knight, the genius inventor who built himself super strong remote-controlled robots. While the argument against this character making it into the top 15 is obviously he's not super strong without his robots, we're just gonna push that aside and look at all the things that Metal Knight's badass robots are capable of doing. On top of the standard robot abilities of super strength, super speed, unlimited energy, and nigh invulnerability, Metal Knight's main battle robot is also able to fly. It's armed with massive missiles and is capable of massive feats of strength. All in all, Metal Knight is one of the strongest heroes in the series. What's cooler than a ninja? A super fast ninja with a ridiculous obsession with his one-sided rivalry, that's what. Of course, we're talking about Speedo Sound Sonic, the supersonic shinobi who most notably accidentally got his junk mail pulverized by Saitama's fist. But don't let this moment of comic relief fool you. Sonic is easily one of the fastest villains in the series, capable of moving so fast that he's nearly invisible to the naked eye. On top of his incredible speed, Sonic is a highly skilled combatant, expertly wielding all forms of shinobi weaponry in ways that'd easily overpower even the toughest opponents. Additionally, it's been made clear that Sonic's strength and durability are also at superhuman levels, since he can dislocate a person's shoulder by walking into them, which is honestly pretty rude when you think about it. While Deepsea King's strength as a character comes from the scene that unfolded from his fight with Moomin Rider and eventual defeat at the hands of Saitama, he's also an incredibly impressive being. It was eventually determined that the Deepsea King would easily be defeated by an upgraded Jenos, or an average S-class hero, but there's no denying that he gave some of the strongest heroes a run for their money while he was in his ultra-powerful hydrated form. Whenever this villain is fully hydrated, he becomes a major threat, increasing his strength, speed, and durability greatly, which makes us wonder if he's straight up unstoppable when fighting in the water. We may never know if this is true, since Saitama destroyed him, but Deepsea King is still one of the strongest villains in the series, coming in at number 13 in our list. Puddi Prisoner is amongst one of the most eccentric characters in One Punch Man. Strangeness aside, Puddi Prisoner is also one of the strongest S-class heroes of the Hero Association. While he's said to be the weakest in the S-class, we think he deserves the 12th spot in our rankings, both because of his strength and powers and because he has an extremely powerful and wonderfully campy transformation that shoots his ranking up significantly. In his normal form, Prisoner has enough strength to defeat Deepsea King, enough speed to outrun a crashing ship, and enough durability to withstand attacks from demon and dragon level threats. Additionally, in his Prisoner Angel-style form, which is wonderfully themed like a magical girl transformation, Puddi Prisoner's muscles increase exponentially, tearing his clothes and making him so strong that he earns the 12th spot in our ranking. No, that's not a purple version of Piccolo you're looking at, although they do share an English voice actor. It's Vaccine Man! This character was the first villain that we saw Saitama annihilate with a single punch. But don't let that fool you, since he's still immensely powerful. In fact, the very fact that Vaccine Man was used to illustrate Saitama's powers and the premise of the show is a testament to how strong he is. He's got immense strength, immense speed, he's gigantic, he can shoot energy balls, he can fly, he can transform into a much larger, much more powerful form. Were it not for the fact that One Punch Man is a satire series, Vaccine Man would probably be one of the toughest opponents to beat in the history of anime. Seriously, we can't state enough how fantastic the names of the characters are in One Punch Man. Carnage Kabuto? Are you kidding? That's freaking awesome. If you think such a badass name belongs to an equally badass character, then you'd be correct. Carnage Kabuto is an uber-powerful mutant created by Dr. Jenos of the House of Evolution, standing as the organization's strongest creation. In fact, we've ranked him as the strongest mutant on our list, due in no small part to his beyond ridiculous strength, speed, durability, and massive size, all of which make him incredibly hard to beat. In fact, Carnage Kabuto is so strong that he's used as a measuring stick for how strong heroes are, since he's part of a simulation used to test strength and power. If that's not a testament to how strong this mutant is, then we don't know what is, which is why he begins the top 10 of our rankings. If you hadn't guessed from his name and everything about him, Flashy Flash is something of a flashy hero. This uber-powerful character's name is derived from the fact that he's likely the fastest hero in the S-class, capable of striking his opponents multiple times in a tenth of a second. Due to his immense speed, it wasn't even a question if Flashy Flash would make the top 10. It was just a given. Not only is he faster than speed of sound Sonic, he also has strength and durability to match. Capable of destroying massive boulders and taking hits from the highest level villains with only a small amount of damage taken. Sounds pretty badass, right? Throw in his fighting skills, which are said to be the best in the S-class, and his awesome katana, you have one of the strongest heroes in the series. Gaara was once the student of S-class hero Silver Fang, but after believing he had learned all there was to learn, he went on a fighting rampage and turned to the life of an anti-hero. His strong hatred of both monsters and heroes led him to hunt both without mercy. As for the character's power level, he was Silver Fang's best student. This can be seen in his massive strength, incredible durability, and nearly unmatched speed and superhuman stamina, all of which make his martial arts mastery all the more frightening. Plus, Gaara has also gained a power-up later in the manga, one that not only increased his strength, speed, and durability, but also gave him the ability to learn and adapt to a fight at an incredibly fast rate. This makes him stronger with each passing second and advances his healing capabilities. While this character might be on the older side, he can still mess with the best. Of course, we're talking about Silver Fang, the third-ranked hero in the S-Class of the Hero Association and Gaaro's former teacher. Silver Fang might be old, but he can still kick the butts of every other hero in his rank, including his former student. Heck, it was made abundantly clear that Silver Fang could easily land blows on Gaara even after his massive power-up, all still while holding back his true power, which is why he ranks above him. Like others on this list, Silver Fang has all the standard powers of super strength, super speed, incredible durability, and crazy fighting skill. That last one is where Silver Fang really shines, since he's arguably the best fighter in the entire series. Super Alloy Darkshine is one of the most impressive characters in the series, coming in at number 6 in our rankings. The reason he's so high up is due to the fact that he's one of the most, if not the most, physically fit humans in the series, by training his body to be incredibly strong, durable, and agile. Darkshine is practically invulnerable, his muscles being so thick and strong that they give him a natural shield that protects his body from all forms of damage. On top of this, Darkshine is also one of the strongest characters in the series, sporting superhuman strength that allows him to destroy most monsters and massive opponents with nothing but a light touch. The most impressive part about all of this is that as far as we can tell, Darkshine's powers aren't actually superpowers, just the result of hard training and weightlifting. Now we finally come to arguably the best and coolest character in the series, Jenos, the pretty boy cyborg with a cool design and even cooler powers. While Jenos' backstory might be so frustratingly boring that Saitama demanded he keep it to 20 words, his power is nothing to scoff at, especially since he can be upgraded with ease to become an even more effective hero. With his G4 upgrades, Jenos has the power to defeat the strongest monsters in the series with 1 or 2 attacks, showing that he has definitely earned his S-Class rank. On top of the great strength, durability, speed, and stamina that his cyborg body gives him, Jenos is also able to shoot out an arsenal of different weapons. If he does manage to get damaged, he can always be rebuilt, making him basically immortal. Without a doubt, Jenos is still one of the top 5 strongest heroes in the series. The only way that someone can acquire a name like the Tornado of Terror is if they leave nothing but absolute destruction in their wake. This is exactly the case with Tatsumaki, the psychic powerhouse of One Punch Man. Despite her childlike appearance, Tornado is easily one of the most powerful heroes in the S-Class, her ability to level cities with her mind being the main reason for this. With her psychic abilities, Tornado can move objects with her mind, destroy anything with a thought, fly at crazy speeds, create barriers that prevent injury, and bend the very life force of a person. Without a doubt, the Tornado of Terror has earned her moniker, her insane psychic powers and mastery of them also earning her the 4th spot in our rankings. So, who aside from Saitama could be stronger than the world's most powerful psychic? Lord Boros, of course! How did we come to this conclusion? Well, it's actually rather difficult to gauge the strength of a character, since the whole series is satire that's meant to make fun of ridiculous power levels. But we can actually use this to measure how much stronger Boros is than everyone else. We can place Boros in the 3rd spot in our rankings by looking at the purpose of his character. You have to understand that he's supposed to be the ultimate villain, a means of showing how stupidly strong Saitama is. Due to this, we can conclude that Boros is one of the strongest characters to exist in the series. While he was eventually beaten by Saitama, it took considerably more effort than the character normally puts out, which shows that he earns his ranking as the 3rd strongest One Punch Man character. Coming in at number 2 is the hero Blast. Some casual fans of the series might be wondering who the heck's this Blast guy is, and that's fair, since he's yet to actually show up in the series. So if we've never seen the guy, how do we know he's strong enough to be considered number 2 in our rankings? Easy, because he's the number 1 S-Class hero in the series. Although his whereabouts are unknown, the fact that Blast is ranked number 1 amongst the other heroes of the S-Class shows that he must be on a whole other level than his peers. All in all, it's not too crazy to consider the strongest S-rank hero in the Hero Association to be the series' 2nd strongest character. Finally, we've come to the strongest character in One Punch Man, which is, surprise, surprise, it's Saitama. He's the strongest. There's no need for us to get into Saitama's powers and the level of his strength, since as you all know, the whole point of the character in the entire series is that he's too strong. So strong that he defeats all of his opponents in 1 punch. The whole gag is that he's too powerful to find a challenge, meaning Saitama is as strong as he needs to be to outclass everyone. Makes sense. As for the in-story reason for Saitama's strength, some have theorized that he broke his body's limiter, allowing him to become stronger than anybody is capable of. or that his actual superpower is gaining the strength needed to defeat his opponent. Whatever the reason, there's absolutely no denying that Saitama is the strongest character in One Punch Man. So, there you have it, our rankings of the strongest characters in One Punch Man. Did we get it right? Did you think lower-ranked heroes deserve to be higher up in the list, and vice versa? Let us know down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more anime videos. Thanks for watching.